2K just dropped the official gameplay information for 2K26, and some of these changes could change the way we all play the game. In this video, we are going to be covering some improved movement systems, better defense systems, and most importantly, bigs might be able to shoot this year. So if you're a big, it's about to be a good year for you. So we're going to be going over some actual confirmed information by 2K themselves. So from what I've heard and what 2K said, it looks like that this year it's going to be solely around skill this year. So if you're a skilled player, this is perfect for you. If you're not, it's kind of over, bro. It shows from this screenshot, 2K says they want to reward skill-based gameplay where your actions on the stick fully control and translate to the outcomes you see in game. So possibly if you're a skilled player, you could be getting reward for this. Possibly maybe unskilled players too, it's skill-based gameplay, so hopefully you would matchmake with people the same skill level as you, so the game won't be as hard, won't get matched up with a couple of sweats. So if this is true, 2K26 might be a competitive game this year. So it does look like skill-based game, not just gameplay. I feel like it might be a skill-based game. So again, if you're not very skilled at this game, it might be an issue for you. But again, it might be skill matchmaking, so you might be able to matchmake with somebody of your caliber. But it does look like it's going to be skill gameplay. Now, next topic I want to talk about. I'm excited to talk about this topic. Green or miss could potentially be coming back. As you can see in this screenshot, it does say you will play with the green or miss jump shot timing this year. So if this is true, this is amazing. This is a apparently higher difficulty thing, which correlates to the skill-based gameplay this year and competitive atmosphere. This is from 2K themselves. And possibly what we all been hoping for, no RNG. This could mean no RNG with green or miss. Could mean no RNG. Now, if you want to go back and look, it did say higher difficulties, including the most competitive multiplayer modes, will play with green or miss jump shot timing, which means if you're a park player, it could mean that your 60 overalls that's on your team for no reason could be hitting whites. Maybe on the opposing team they could be hitting whites. I would assume maybe anti-up would be getting green or miss, as well as events, the higher, most competitive multiplayer modes. Alright, moving on. In this, we're going to talk about layup timing. It's going to stay default. You cannot change your layup timing. You have to time your layup. Again, correlating to the skill-based gameplay this year, you will need to time your layups. So this also means real player percentage will not be on for layups this year. So if you are open and you're trying to go for a layup, you could potentially miss it. You can blow that open layup that you just took because there's no longer no player percentage. So with that being said, if you have a build that just can't dunk at all and can only layup, you could possibly miss that layup if you're open. Or just in general, like if anything is open that's a layup, you could potentially miss it because there's no longer real player percentage. You have to time your layup. It says here, layup timing is permanently enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. So you need to time your layup, or else you're missing. Now, moving on, which could, like I said, change gameplay of this year's game. New offensive mechanics. So it shows right here, get ready to elevate your game and feel the post of the pros with new moves that empower you deeper control in the post and more control and customization over how you attack the rim. So there's no really, specific information on this, but this could mean that rim running might be an issue this year. Maybe you could customize your Euro steps, the way you post up at the rim, all that, maybe you could customize how your player moves and how he moves into the post. So could mean there might be higher attribute caps for you to do better moves into the post. So this could mean bigs and slasher could have more control going to the rim and more control of what the outcome is when they drive to the rim. Now it does look like defensive bigs could be getting more improved defense. So it does say here, lock down the paint and stay in perfect position with the improved player-to-player contact on the floor, which means that could be improved defense. although 2K does say this every year, but you know, possibly it could actually be improved defense, and big defenders could have better defense. Now it does slightly look like you will need to be a skilled actual defender, so no more RNG blocks, you know, RNG defending. You really need to be a lockdown, and some players will actually, you know, be scared of you to play you. Now moving on to the new subject, better movement. 2K really didn't say anything about this, but they did mention better contact control and improved footwork, which could correlate to more improved movement systems. So this could mean, you know, more smoother gameplay, possibly fixing the issue they've always had, sliding players, you know, could just be way more smoother. Maybe 2K26 is going to be smoother this year. It's going to be, you know, better to play, easier to play. So far, we covered better movement system, skilled layups, skilled gameplay, greener miss, better defensive system, offensive system, you know, all of that. So it does look like, you know, defenders could be a like actual thing this year. You know, last year, you know, it wasn't that much different, but it could it's looking better. It's looking better. So at the time of recording this, it's July 23rd, so it's gonna be 5 days until the actual gameplay, you know, trailer, you know, releases. So you could fact check me on everything I just said, you know. Probably some stuff I said, you know, probably wanted to be able to be fact checked on the gameplay trailer. You know, it's just gameplay, but it will be released on July, I think, 28th. Although this is probably, you know, just going to be a teaser. This is all the information 2K gave us about gameplay. But as far as I know, it does look like bigs are going to be a thing this year. It's going to be the thing. Personally, myself, I am going to be making a Kawhi Leonard build in 2K26, so it does look like, you know, it's going to be better for me to be able to make this build. So it actually does look like bigs are going to actually be able to be dribbling this year, so not just, you know, have normal sigs and basic sigs, you know, all their sigs, escape moves, signature size, you know, all that. So it does look like bigs are going to be able to dribble, possibly shoot, and have better defensive and movement system. So it does look like, you know, bigs are going to be the thing this year. Here, current gen with PS4, Xbox One will be returning. They are going to make a current gen version of this game as usual. I don't know why, but you know, they're still making it. But you know, putting all that to the side, we will be getting a full gameplay review on July 28th, like I said. So everything I just covered here will probably be showcased on July 23rd or 28th. Sorry guys. And that is going to be the end of this video. Let me know if y'all going to buy a 2K26. Personally, I'm going to buy a 2K26. I'm personally going to buy the most expensive one, you know, 160k VC, you know, make a build right off rip, start of the game, and I get to play it early, which is a couple days after my birthday. So let me know if you guys are gonna buy it. Hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this showcase, whatever I covered here. Let me know what feature do you like that we covered in today's video that you're most interested in seeing. Let me know. I'm most interested in the defensive biz, you know, better movement system. Like I said, I will be making a quad build, so it's gonna be perfect for me. But let me know what you guys like about this video. What better things that are coming to 2K26 that you are interested in. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out.